Hi, good morning. I'm Grace. The passage we're considering this week is Mark chapter 4, and I'll be reading from the New Revised Standard Version. Again, he began to teach beside the sea. Such a very large crowd gathered around him that he got into a boat on the sea and sat there. While the whole crowd was beside the sea on the land, he began to teach them many things in parables. And in his teaching he said to them, "Listen, a sower went out to sow, and as he sowed, some seeds fell on the path, and the birds came and ate it up. Other seeds fell on rocky ground, where it did not have so much soil, and it sprang up quickly, but since it had no depth of soil. And then the sun rose, and it was scorched, since it had no root, and withered away. Other seed fell among the thorns, and the thorns grew up and choked it, and yielded no grain. Other seeds fell on good soil and brought forth grain, growing up and increasing, yielding 30 and 60 and 100-fold. And then he said, if you have ears to hear, then hear this." We have been thinking and talking about what makes good soil this week. We can't expect seeds of the kingdom to grow and thrive if we're not intentional about the kinds of soil we plant it in. Our soil is our lives, our habits, our conversations, and the things we focus on, and the things that we ignore. But today, let's consider the joy of the harvest. After months of watering, tending the soil, waiting, sleeping, watering, soil, and waiting, finally there is good food coming up from the ground. God has blessed the farmer with crops. We know it's the same with our spiritual life. We know this about all parts of our lives, but sometimes we think the spiritual life should hurry up. We prayed once, we should feel better. We read the Bible this week, we should act better. We worshiped, how come we still get angry or sad? The crops of the spiritual life take time and they take patience. Consider today the ways you can expectantly wait on the joy that God wants to provide in your spiritual journey. Consider the small ways you can work the soil, water the seeds of the kingdom, and see the growth that God wants for you.